Hello guys, welcome to a new video, and actually my very first video for this channel. So welcome to my channel. And today we are going to be drawing none other than Tyrannosaurus Rex. Perhaps one of the coolest and famous dinosaurs probably ever. Maybe calling it one of the coolest is unfair. There's a lot of really cool dinosaurs out there. But no, so this isn't really like a tutorial per se. But if you want to follow along and maybe just kind of listen, I'm going to go over the workflow that I kind of did for this. So yeah, and hopefully this will help you going forward with your own drawings. You'll see like I started this with a very rough kind of like chicken scratch version of the drawing. And each piece is drawn as its own element. So like the hands, for example, that's its own layer. The feet, it's its own layer. The head. That just gives me like more control when I'm drawing. So if I say I decide the feet are too big, I can like go fix that later on when I kind of decide it. I can change the hand size. Maybe you're gonna notice at one point in the video, I'm gonna say that arm's too high, and I actually lower that arm. So that's the benefit of having each element be its own piece. You can kind of like play around with it more, and you're not so committed to like keeping it there. So always stay loose, keep rough. If you want to like tweak things, you have that rough drawing underneath, and then over top, as you can see like with this Rex's head, I'm doing some line work. I'm going to use liquify to stretch that face out, and that's where like I'm really refining and getting the nice line work that I'm going to want going forward. You see I'm kind of refining the rough sketch underneath a little more, kind of breaking it down, figuring out like, okay, some of the folds of the skin are going to be here. This is where the stomach is. This is where the muscles of the leg are, the knee, the hip. And you can see just on the neck and stuff. There's a little bit of struggle with the pencil brush there. It's a weird thing with Procreate, a weird glitch. You'll just be drawing and sometimes it just kind of like starts spraying out. I don't know if that's a thing from like tilting the pencil a little too sideways and it wants to like thicken the line. I'm not too sure why it does that, but it's just a little hiccup there, and you'll see it in the drawing a few times, and you just gotta like undo it. But yeah, with the skin here, like I'm really getting in there, like I'm putting those little scoots on the hands. I'm gonna do it on the feet. I'm just really getting in with the neck and the body right now, and placing those wrinkle details, which like none of it's random. Like if you look at like the back or the top of the neck, it like wraps around the form. I am thinking about like the shape that the neck is, or the way the hips are. Like right now I'm drawing the knees and the hip and the way they kind of like curve. They're not just like straight lines. Like there's nothing that's a straight line and there's nothing that's a perfect line. I want it to feel rough. I want it to feel natural. There's not really a lot of like perfect shapes and stuff in nature. So I wanted that kind of feel in my drawing. So everything's very rough and even with like the skin, I was going for something a little more inspired by stuff like elephants and rhinos and stuff. Something very leathery. But also feeling reptilian in design at the same time. See, I'm just gonna finish up this last leg and drawing some scoots, drawing in those very bird-like feet, but just making them a lot thicker, more robust to hold the big weight of the Rex. Like, Rex has gotten a lot of size buffs in the recent years, with like Sue and Scotty being like around 9 to 10 tons, which is enormous. You're gonna notice there, so I didn't draw the scale work for the rest of the body. It's like, why'd you do that, Killer? Like, that's cheating. That's actually a template that like I made for myself, painstakingly spent the night just drawing circles on a canvas for many hours just to speed up my workflows. I do a lot of commission work, right? So it helps me with my workflow to be able to get through those drawings and still make everything really detailed. So it's still something drawn by me, so don't panic. No, but yeah, with the color scheme here, I'm really going for something more naturalistic. A lot of like tans and browns. I'm even using like for my shadows like a dark brown on a multiply layer. I'm using white as a highlight layer on the overlay. And then I'm even going in additional layer, adding like with a white airbrush, some just nice like along the edges, kind of making it pop off. Like going over the eye ridges, going over the snout, the wrinkles on the neck. You know, you're gonna notice here with that scale layer that I actually used, where that's also its own element, and what I can do is actually erase some of those scales to create wrinkle details. And you'll see there I just used the airbrush with some like white spray and black spray, and it just gives this gritty, dirty feel. Like again, I don't want anything to feel perfect or clean. I really want it to feel kind of natural. I'm adding some feathers. I'm going in, I was thinking the whole drawing was a little too dark. So just at the very end, I went in, added an overlay on top, and then I added another multiply layer and just did some more additional shadow work. You don't have to be scared to do like multiple overlays, multiply layers. Like do as many shadow layers and overlay layers as you want to really capture the feel, right? Like some of these drawings I have will have like 100 layers or more just for the dinosaur. That's not even including like backgrounds and stuff. But yeah, hopefully this little video helped you guys with just like some kind of general ideas for like what you can do for your own drawings going forward. If you guys would like any tutorials, just let me know down in the comment section and I can make that happen. If you know any better recording softwares for Procreate, please let me know. I haven't found a good one yet, so we're still kind of struggling. But yeah, if you like this video and want to support what I do, follow me over on Instagram. It's the same name. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Take care.